Hey, everybody. I'm excited that you're joining us today on Faith in an Ever Changing World, Encouragement and Hope. And I'm also excited to have with me catching up with Mona Ballge. Hi, Mona, and thanks for joining me today.
Hi.
Yes, Mona has been a former guest, and I'm trying to catch up with some of my former guests during this year. Mona is a teacher, minister, actor, photojournalist, and founder of Local Historical Society. And now she can add author to her list. Ah, that's wonderful. Absolutely, absolutely. And we're going to find out more about what God has given her to do in this season and how faith is helping her do it. So stay with us right after our brief intro. We'll be right back. All right, and we are back. And Mona, if you will share with us your exciting news.
Okay. Well, after 12 years of doing research on
Oh,
my book, I finished it finally.
amazing.
And God is so awesome
Yes.
because I had had a brain injury in 1986 after my five kids were born. The youngest one was 6 months old. And my whole side of my face was numb. It was slurred speech. It was a mess. But anyway, so I
Oh,
went to modeling school and started that. And now I went and got, went to college like I talked last time. And I got
mhm.
from being a 2.1 grade point average in school because I was dyslexic to being, 3.89 in ministry school. And then I went to broadcasting school, and who would have thought I could write anything?
Who would have thought?
And
Yes.
God
But
is so cool like
God.
that. I know, and but God, and the story was, everybody. I came back to Michigan to take care of my parents, and then my husband passed away, my parents passed away, and then I had another car accident. I'm going, all right, Lord, all right. I know
Oh,
I was out too much, because sometimes we get so busy,
yeah.
we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing, and God's
Yeah.
trying to get our attention, and we're not listening. But
Yes.
he saved my life. I could have died. It was a bad car accident, and I had 12 teeth replaced, and I've told you all the story. But
Oh,
so God had me to found out that my school was 175 years old. Never knew that it was the third oldest school in the state. So I said, I got to find out. And so I called
right.
it the hidden settlement because I didn't realize for 117 years we had no post office. It was the bigger city by us, Flint, Michigan, which everybody knows.
Uh-huh.
And because there was another Burton Township in Shiawassee County, which is the next county, so you can't have two post offices with the same name. And we knew we lived in Burton Township, at least I
I
did,
know.
but our mailing was Flint, so no one knew. So Flint kept annexing the stuff away. And all of these in our community started as a Christian community. We had the founders of the family were pastors, and they had two churches going with it the first couple of years. They came from England, so all the England stuff is on the book. So anyway, after the second car accident, they kept bugging me to write about the history because I had researched it because I was so surprised that we were been that long. So anyway, so I went over to England doing my family research, and then I found the Atherton family research, and they were such a good, strong Christian family. They came to the East Coast, then to Michigan, and then now they even have a nonprofit in Hawaii. And
Wow.
the Atherton family was such a good base, and it was so funny that it's on the cover that their stone was by mine in the Gloucestershire Cathedral. So it's like, who would have known? But
Oh,
God has taken it, God has taken it so I can actually minister to people, because if that's hidden, what else is hidden? I
right.
mean, there's so many things about God that people don't know and I'm not bashing any religion because I was raised in a Methodist church, but I didn't know who Jesus was. So it's so cool when you can find out who he is and
Yeah.
find out the things that you can use in your faith and
Right.
believing God. And he does it. And it's so funny. And like we said, but God.
Yes.
Somebody
Yeah.
said it was like 60 times in the Bible where it says, but God. So, we think we're going down this road one way when he wants us to go another. And God will open the doors. And then when the door shuts, there's always another one that God wants you to do instead. You know,
Yes.
he's not going
Yes.
to put you where you can't help someone.
And it will be better.
Oh, always. And it's so much,
Always better. Always better.
fun. I love it. I love life. I mean, that devil can try to kill me all he wants. It ain't going to happen. But God is here to take care of me. And you can tell I can yak because, you know, God healed that. And I couldn't even speak. It was like slurred speech. It was a mess.
Oh, Mona.
But see, God is so cool.
Well,
and so that
he has
book
that
is
purpose. He has that purpose for you.
And I would have never thought that when I was a kid. Because, you know, you're the dumb kid in the family and everybody else is these valedictorians and I don't know nothing. So, but God is using me now. And I get so humbled and amazed. And it's not nothing that I've done, but it's what he's done. And if we can share what he's done, you know, and that's the thing, because he's healed me so many times and he's done so many things for my kids and my family. And people will call and say, would you pray for me? And that's an honor when someone wants you to pray for them.
Absolutely.
And it's so cool to see what he does. I mean, there's so many things I could say.
I know. And prayer is really the best. It's a weapon, our best weapon that we have. And it truly is the best thing we can do for someone else is to pray for them.
And it's so funny because some people think there's only one way to pray. And there's so many different ways to pray. And in Ephesians 6:18, it tells us how to pray. In Ephesians 6:10, it tells us put our armor on, because we're supposed to wear our armor when we're praying, because we are in a spiritual warfare all the time. And it's in our mind. And if you don't protect that mind and think on the right things and we say it out of our mouth, we're giving him full reign. And I ain't giving him no more reign over me. I got too many fun things to do. So I'm writing a book about how God took me from where I was in school, being born with disabilities, and Psalms 23. When I do, as I do prayer, as I do funerals and stuff as a minister, they always want Psalms 23 at the funeral. But I think, God, we're living in Psalms 23 right now. And it's not about us when we're in the valley, and it's not about us when we're in the mountaintop. It's about him.
That's true.
We use that seed of faith that God gave us. Well, I call it a tea light. You got that tea light. Are you going to stand by just your tea light, or are you going to use a torch when you go through the valley? Because you don't stop. You keep going. Right.
Yes. Amen. Yes. Well, we've had a little sermon there. That's great.
You know me. I don't know what else to
Thank
do.
you, Mona. Oh, well, what are so you're planning to write another book? You said on 2 more books.
Actually, so I have 3 children's books already done. I just have to get
Mona.
But what I'm trying to do is, because kids nowadays, they don't know connection, because I was a school teacher too, but they don't know connection. So I went back in history to find out Germany, English, and my husband's family's French. And so to bring that in and to show how we came to America. So my little kids' books is going to be about how we came to America. So were they farmers over there? Were they fishermen? Were they? My one grandfather was a coal miner in Scotland. And I mean, to bring it back to now, they came with their suitcases, and just make it a small, simple story. And then that opens up the idea for other families to talk about their families with their kids.
Yes. And questions for the children.
That's the whole thing.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, that is wonderful.
And then also I decided I'm going to do one about my cat. My cat, Leo, is so funny. He's like my emotional support animal. And he does the funniest thing. I think he thinks he's a dog. And if I opened the door, he'd be up here with me right now. But anyway, so he's so funny. So I told my grandkids, I said, you would not believe what Leo did today. So I said, shoot, that would be a fun, book for kids, because Leo can be a character just like Harry Potter's characters, or not Harry Potter, I mean Beatrice Potter. And then the Psalms book, and that I've already talked to a different company about putting it into a movie. Our spiritual warfare.
How wonderful.
So that's I just have to learn how to write a screenplay, and I don't know how to do that.
Well, we'll have to do another catching up with Mona Ballge. Thank you, Mona, so much for sharing about your most recent exciting news. And show your book again,
Okay.
because people can find out. And I will also post the link in the comment
Okay.
section.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Westbow is a Christian publishing company through that did Nelson Publishing Books. They
okay.
do all the Bibles, but this is their self-publishing thing. So, and it's
Ah,
all on there, and it's 100 or 265 pages long, and it's got, not very many pictures, but a bunch of little stories, sort of, that
right,
you don't have to read the whole thing at once. So it makes it
right,
a fun
right.
adventure.
Okay, that's wonderful. It's called Our Hidden Settlement.
Yep.
Settlement, sorry.
Yep.
All right, Our Hidden Settlement. Okay. Thank you again for joining me, Mona. Always a delight and pleasure to talk with you and find out all the things that God is having you do in this season.
Oh,
Thank
and
you.
thank
Yeah,
you. Coffee later, right?
that's right. That's right. We'll do. And thank you all for watching. I would like to encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Spotify and share this video so it will be an encouragement to others. Thank you again. Have faith and look up, friends, where our help comes from. Bye. God bless.